if you've been calling something in for a long time and it hasn't been showing up in your reality, this is the new moon you've been waiting for. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the B community. On this channel, we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, personal development, and so much more. And a couple of times a month, whenever I can, I like to get on here, tap into the collective energy, see what's there, what's coming up for all of us. I weave that in with astrology and with a card pull and just my personal intuition. And I come up with these cosmic energy readings. Okay, so we have this new moon coming up. It's on February 19th or the 20th. Pacific Standard Time, it's going to be at 11:06 p.m. And so the 20th for the rest of the world, for later time zones, right? The energy of this time, to me, feels very fresh, very fun, very energetic, but it's also deeply emotional and intuitive and almost internal. It's a creative time. It's a time of heart and mind connection. And it's also a time that you're going to feel really spiritually aware and energized by the spirit world. And this is going to show up especially in any creative work. So in today's video, I'm giving you a lot. I'm going to share what the new moon in Pisces is bringing us, the themes I've picked up on, what we can do during this time to best utilize this energy that's being offered to us, what to watch out for, how to set up a manifestation ceremony around this energy. I'll give you some journaling prompts, and I might even pull a card at the end. I want to ask, please, if you appreciate these videos, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, to leave a comment letting me know what you like, what you want more of, to leave a thumbs up. It helps the channel so much. It helps us grow. And also to share the video with somebody who might need it, especially your Pisces friends. They're gonna need to know what's going on. Now, understand that this new moon, even though it's in Pisces, it affects us all. We all have Pisces in our chart. So this is going to be for everybody. However, if you have a heavy Pisces presence in your, let's say in your top three, so your moon, rising, or your sun has Pisces in it, you're going to feel this on an even deeper level. Also, I would say Venus. But other than that, across the board, this is going to affect all of us. Of course, it always does. Before we get into the video, I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, which is me and my high vibrational jewelry line, Alchemy by LA. I create these beautiful talismans engraved with the Hebrew codes of creation. Each one of the codes enhances the will of its wearer and also protects the person wearing the necklace or the earring. So the way that you use my beautiful little pieces of artwork is you go and choose one that most closely aligns with where you are right now in life and what you'd like help with, whether it be manifesting wealth or love or health, balance, peace of mind, fertility, creativity, or maybe you need a boost of happiness or a reorientation of your energy. We have something for all these. These talismans, they're so powerful. I just recently watched a video about how powerful these codes are. My dad sent it to us and he's like, just if you needed a reminder to see like what you're doing, what you're creating in this world. These are so powerful. So in the Sefer Yetzirah, it says that the creator used 72 codes in order to create all of reality. So we're tapping into that energy. How cool is that? So when you get it, you set your intention with it, you put it on, and it's going to carry your intention, empower you through your intention, and it's also going to deflect any negative energy aimed at you. Because I'm sponsoring my own video, I get to give you a discount code. You get 15% discount on your entire order, even solid gold. So just use the code INTUITION in honor of the Pisces moon. This promotion ends on the 20th at 11:59 p.m. And we often sell out of stock before our promotions end. So if you've been eyeing something, I would really recommend going and grabbing it now. The link will be down below, alchemybyla.com. Use code INTUITION for 15% off. Thank you for supporting woman-owned businesses. I appreciate you so much. We appreciate you so much, and I love you. All right, without any further ado, let's talk about the new moon. So as we know by now, new moons are new beginnings. They're a time for a fresh new start. And I think that it is so beautiful that every month the moon gives us a chance to die to the old versions of ourselves and to be born anew into something more, right? So it's like we're a phoenix, and every month we're dying and being reborn. Life is so beautiful that way. Just like how our cells regenerate themselves, our entire body becomes new every 7 years. Every single cell dies off and we get new cells. We're in constant process of death and rebirth, and that is so incredible and awe-inspiring. So that's what we get every new moon. The new moon is a time to set intentions. So it's the dark, fertile soil of the new moon. It's waiting for us to plant seeds of intentions for the month ahead. So we get to do this every single month. We want to do this especially in the couple of days following the new moon. Now, in this particular new moon, it's exact at 11:06 p.m. Pacific, but that same day on the 19th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific, we have a void, of course, moon. A void moon is not a good time for your manifestation ceremonies or rituals. So between 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific, don't do your manifestation rituals. Of course, we're manifesting all the time, so it's not something you can turn off. Nothing bad will happen if you are thinking about the things you desire or don't desire or whatever it is during that time. But I am recommending to just wait to do your manifestation rituals outside of that time. I would recommend after 9 p.m. and then you're fine, right? And going into the next day. The 20th will be a really, really potent day for manifesting. February, there were many moments of intensity, but overall February for the majority of the collective consciousness, unless you're going through certain specific karmic things that you had to go through, has been a really positive time for relationships. I've seen a lot of new relationships blossoming, a lot of satisfaction in current relationships, even though there might have been moments of intensity, moments of friction. If you would allow them to make you closer to your partner, they probably did. And I would say that Valentine's Day was probably very satisfying for many of us. Some of us who are not in relationships maybe became a lot more clear about what it is that we expect and that we desire and what we're ready to give in a relationship as well. That realization has extended past relationships as well. A lot of us are realizing that we have to kind of work for what we want. And that's not in like a hustle 16 hours a day way. It's more of like, for me, it was that I have to put aside the distractions and the daydreams and I have to get to work. I have to make my dreams work for me, right? Don't pick up social media right away. Keep your mind focused on the task at hand. Wake up and live slowly. The thing that I think a lot of us have an issue with is that we go right away to the instant gratification of our phone and we start to get into the reactive mode, answering our texts, answering our DMs, our messages, our comments, and consuming. In the morning, if you have hard work to do, if you have deep work to do, let's call it that. If you have deep work to do, put the phone away, check it later. You want your mind prepped for depth, not for instant gratification and false dopamine hits. So inspired action around this time in February and inspired action going into March is going to be really big. Follow that feeling. Wherever you find inspiration, you're like, oh, I should be doing that. I should take action there. Do that. You're supported in this. This new moon, particularly in Pisces, is not only a fresh start, it's also a time of endings and a good time for letting go. That is not necessarily always the case for new moons. So this is special in this case. So whether it be a relationship or a bad habit or a thought form or a job, a friendship, a project, whatever it is that it's just not for you anymore and it's not bringing you positive growth and not allowing you to expand, and instead it's making you contract, it's okay to let that go. So we on the 19th, I believe, are in Pisces season. This is the last sign of the astrological year. So that's where this ending is coming from. Aries is the beginning of the astrological new year, right? So we're getting this theme of endings here. And then right at the start of Pisces season, we have this Pisces new moon. Pisces is the water feeling sign and the moon is our feelings and emotions. So you can expect a lot of watery emotional energy. You're gonna feel everything, and that's okay. Let yourself feel everything. That's really healthy. And what we want is to let it all flow through us. Don't grab onto an emotion. Don't grab onto a feeling. Don't begin to identify with it. Just let yourself feel, process, and let it leave your body. A good way to do this is to just get really quiet. Take 3 big deep breaths in, count from 3 to 1. And then feel what emotions you're holding in your body and where you're holding them, and just kind of let them go. Just imagine them releasing. You might feel super compassionate towards others right now, which is a beautiful thing. Make sure to also bring that energy to yourself. Have some self-compassion, practice some self-love, and spend some time giving yourself what you need. The quality of time overall is very spiritual, very intuitive, and somewhat internal as well. So it's a time to be focusing on your dreams, your actual literal dreams when you fall asleep. What symbols and themes and myths are coming up in your dreams? What is your subconscious mind, the depths of your subconscious mind? What is it trying to tell you? What messages are you receiving? This is a really good time for spirituality and manifestation. Some call Pisces the most spiritual sign, right? So we can all tap into this energy and we can all connect with the highest power, our deep self, and we can dream up the life that we most desire. So use this time for creativity and for spiritual pursuits. I really recommend finding a way to put those together. So let's say you're an artist, maybe painting about the things that you desire or leaving hidden messages in your art where there's affirmations or something like that. Let me know if anything came to you, any sort of ideas, leave them in the comments below of how to mix spirituality with your art, whatever your art is. I feel that flow state will be really supported during this weekend, especially. So you get into this flowy state where you just become your spirit and you're just creating, or you're being, and you're calling things in through this state, this connection to the highest version of yourself and to the creator, the divine, God, all that is very, very supported right now. I feel it deeply. It's very much here already, okay? I'm recording this a day before I'm putting it out. And it's 11/11 as I said that. So if you're a meditator, do the meditations, connect with your deep self, connect with this spiritual aspect of yourself, and then listen for any guidance, because we were talking about inspired action earlier. How do you receive inspired action? Where do you find it? You find it when you're very still and very quiet and you receive messages. You receive messages from above, right? Or messages in the form of other people. Somebody will suddenly call you and say, hey, do you want to go check out this museum? And then over there you meet the love of your life. Or want to go to this restaurant, and then you get this opportunity to move to another city and teach English somewhere, right? Like, that's how reality works. It's all synchronicities. It's all beautiful. It's a perfect master plan. Now, if meditation is not your thing, it's just all about getting quiet. So you can receive guidance or an idea while on a long walk in nature and while in flow, like I was saying, right? So maybe through sport or through creating something, or something as mundane as cleaning the house can really get you into flow. So the last thing I was saying was even something as mundane as cleaning the house. During these moments of flow, a thought is going to arrive and some sort of guidance is going to come to you. And this guidance might be connected to something that's happening over the next 3 years. So during this time, we want to spend a lot of time outdoors in nature, because we don't have that much earthy energy right now in the cosmos. And we want to ground ourselves and use our imagination and dreams to our benefit and not to escape from reality. So we want to remain really grounded. So the themes that I picked up on is we're having super psychic days for over the weekend and the 2 days following the new moon. You're going to feel super psychic. Your intuition is going to be on fire. You're going to be really creative. You're going to get ideas that you don't even know where they're coming from. They're from above. You want to dream, and you want to pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to the messages in your dreams, and you want to connect to the higher power that you connect to, right? You want to connect to God. You want to meditate. You want to pray. And you want to just be, okay? We want this really, there's going to be a lot of feminine energy, and you're going to want to just flow with it. Listen to your intuition during this time. Really listen to it. Another theme is creativity and manifesting. Like I said, it's a really good time to manifest with this Pisces energy, because it's so spiritual. It really connects you to higher realms. The concept that you want to be behind during this time to manifest is, if I believe it, then I will see it, okay? So believe in something, believe in a story so much that you eventually have got to see it in your reality. And the last thing I picked up on that I mentioned in the beginning is this theme of letting go, this opportunity that we don't always have every new moon. And it's this really, it feels like a clearing energy, like a gust of wind coming in to clean everything. And more so than wind, maybe it's even a stream of water flowing over all the areas and cracks in your life and cleaning everything out. So a lot of feelings of newness. So here's what we want to do. We want to meditate, manifest, dream big, go out in nature, ground yourself, be creative, and also really think about what you want from life and how you could take inspired action to receive it. What messages are coming to you for you to take that inspired action. And you want to also center romance in your life right now. If that's, in your journey right now, center romance, connect deeper with your partner, heal your heart. If you're going through a breakup or some, emotional pain, even a friend breakup, whatever it is, it's a good time for heart healing and for practicing self-love, right? So if a romance with a partner is not what you're looking for, maybe you can be romantic with yourself. I recently posted a reel about the romantic paint night I set up for me and my fiance, and that kind of night can be totally made for, as a solo date night. And I would do that myself 100%. So romanticize yourself a little bit. What to watch out for, okay? So we want to find a balance between floating along the river, la-di-da-di-da, and kind of losing ourselves in our delusions, right? So the Pisces energy, while it's very spiritual, very intuitive, it could also be a little bit too dreamy and too much like in the stories that they create. So if the stories that you're creating are bringing you down and disempowering you, just remember that they're just stories, and you get to choose what stories are taking up inventory and real estate in your mind. So that is my second warning, is to just be aware of getting stuck in escapism, being too lost in the daydream so that you're not focusing on your reality and on your relationships and connections in real life. Manifestation ceremony, I mentioned that you should doing one. I recommend doing something on the 20th, the day after the new moon. Speak everything you desire into reality and don't speak about negative things that you don't want to see coming into fruition, because the veil is so thin that you're really planting these seeds in an expedited way. And maybe do your ceremonies near a body of water, like the ocean or a lake or your pool outside, or maybe in your bathtub even, right? And do your scripting just to honor that watery element. Get your crystals out, get your incense, be as woo-woo as you want right now. It's Pisces energy, that's what we want. And then consider doing something artistic in flow, like painting your desires or creating vision boards. And then I have a few journal prompts for you that will be really good for your manifestation rituals as well, that you can get deeper into yourself, into your healing, into your heart. So number 1, what dream am I ready to commit to? Number 2, how have I followed my intuition lately? Number 3, how can I bring more spirituality into my life? And I am feeling very connected, so let's do a card pull. So we're gonna just tap in. The card that we pulled is 41, Victory of Miriam. Beautiful. There might be a message that somebody over here needs to hear. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. If you are not ill, why do you crawl under a blanket to hide? You are an aquarium of sweets. Why do you look so sour? You live in the spring of life. Why are you withered inside? Don't fight against yourself. Don't flee from what could be your glory. Like a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Why be linked to your obsessions? Burn out in the flames until your heart and soul are enlightened. Get out of the old carcass and form yourself a new body. Why are you afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? Why be a lame ass when you have the strength of stallions? The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune, for love is the key that opens all your locks. I feel like that was exactly the theme of this Pisces new moon reading, and that's all we need. That's Rumi, by the way, from the Alana Fairchild Rumi Oracle Guidebook. Wow, that was a really good one. I think that's all we need from it. So meditate on that, feel that out, and that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, share with somebody who could use this message. Don't forget, you have 15% off Alchemy by LA with code intuition. The link is down below for you. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, as always, keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye.